Hello, and welcome to Estonia's naturally innovative event Export Theme Room. My name is Ventsli, and I am the project manager of international trade marketing here at Enterprise Estonia Trade Development Center, and I will be your moderator today. Although Estonia is well known as a digital nation and its IT industry, Estonia's strength is not limited in those fields only. Despite of its small size, Estonia offers high-quality products and services in fields of food, electronics, and creative industry, as well as tourism. So we are here today to give you an insight to our sectors and what we have to offer. Estonia might be small, but our creative industry has a lot of talent to offer. Estonian Association of Designers is a non-profit organization representing 160 designers. EID activities are focused on raising the society's awareness of the efficiency of design and developing user-friendly environment, organizing competitions, seminars, workshops, exhibitions. It collaborates in projects focused on issues like inclusive design, healthcare design, human cities, design management. To talk more about our creative industry and its possibilities, I am happy to invite on the stage Ms. Ilona Gurjanova, who is the president of Estonian Association of Designers.
Hello, my name is Ilona Gurjanova, and I'm a designer. I'm a president of Estonian Association of Designers, also founder and organizer of Tallinn Design Festival, and founder of Estonian Design House, which is a shop and gallery. So, konnichiwa. I'm glad to make a short presentation of Estonian design to you. We will talk very shortly about Creative Estonia. We will explain why Japan. We show some pictures influenced by Estonia, and we will introduce you Estonian Association of Designers activities. So, Estonia is a rapidly developing design country. Smallness of the country is a disadvantage in the sense of almost non-existent internal market size, but it hasn't advantages as a test market. The smallness makes possible the fast movements in daily interactions and flexibility, which isn't realistic in case of big countries with large population. The small population pushes people to learn foreign languages, to trade with foreign countries, altogether in a source of creativeness and innovation. There is no big industries left in the region. Not all of them cooperate with designers, which is a pity. Creative industries in Estonia represent about 3% of the nation's economy, and the creative industry sector is quite big. It's nearly 5% of employed, which is 30,600. And more than 9,000 companies and institutions, it means more than 11% of total are active in the creative economy sector or culture and creative industries. And now, why we are here today and why we are interested in cooperation with Japan. I myself have been in Japan 2 times with the purpose of introducing Estonian design to Japanese people. And what I found that Japanese and Estonians admire nature, that Estonians like Japanese aesthetics, it's clear. Japanese like Nordic, especially Finnish design and lifestyle. But Estonian design is similar to Scandinavian design. We have a lot of influence from there. Estonians like Japanese culture and lifestyle, architecture, design, music, and especially food. Japanese are humble and reliable. Though there are, of course, a lot of differences, but Estonian designers really would like to cooperate. Now, as we are not exporting only objects, we are also exporting culture. So I will make a very short overview about famous Estonians who have conquered the world. Probably you have seen James Bond movies were the spy camera. Yes, Minox camera was invented in Estonia in 1934. Then very innovative furniture factory, Luther, invented in 19th century already moisture-proof plywood, and they were first to start to bend plywood. Later it was popular also in Scandinavia and other countries. And well-known architect Louis Kahn, who emigrated to USA, is known for more of cultural people. And to prove that Estonia's identity is influenced by Finno-Ugric roots, you will see the visuals from our famous artists. Soviet times stole us 50 years of occupation by Russians, and design normally in normal way didn't exist, but there were a lot of good examples of unique design, and even some factories managed to produce quality products. So there are also some famous Estonian designers who have worked with your famous fashion designers, like Ragne Kikas made collection for Vochi Yamamoto and worked in Japan for more than 7 years. And national inheritance is very important because DNA of national patterns is universal and independent of geographical location. Estonian national inheritance is very modern and used in designers' creations. For instance, one Swedish designer found in New York our national ornaments, and Gudrun Sjöden from Sweden, inspired by those national ornaments, made a collection which was very popular all over the world. So our association was created nearly 30 years ago. We are a non-profit organization representing 160 designers. And most of our activities are focused on raising the society's awareness of the efficiency of design, developing user-friendly environment, organizing competitions, seminars, workshops, exhibitions, giving Product Design Award Bruno from 2006, promoting and selling Estonian design. We have a shop and we have also e-shop. Culture export, international cooperation, activities through international design networks. We are participating in all kind of several international projects. Last one in which we are involved is called Human Cities for small and remote places. And one very important activity is organizing Tallinn Design Festival, Designiöö, from 2006. This is a picture from our design house. Estonian Design House presents more than 120 Estonian design brands. The main shop is at Solaris Mall in Tallinn city center, and e-shop is called estoniandesignhouse.com. There are about 300 design-driven micro companies. There are, you know, probably that there are only 1.3 million inhabitants in Estonia. And main fields of activity of those micro companies and designers makers are lighting, interior fashion, and fashion accessories. Digital products and services are making big leap, especially in public sector. The international fame have been brought by startups, around 1,000, like Skype, Bolt, TransferWise, Verif. In 2019, Estonian startups generated nearly 400 million in turnover. I speak in euros. There are nearly 3,000 designers with a university degree, making one designer to every 800 citizens. Innovative, functional, elegant, minimalistic, user-friendly, ecological, witty. This is the trademark of Estonian design. Estonian designers with good craft skills demonstrate the successful combination of a rich visual heritage with the latest technologies and solutions of the 21st century with zero waste attitude. There are certain things to look for influencing the makers: materials, media, resources, the popular culture surrounding, who in turn has a visible impact on the surroundings of culture. The fashion industry is a sector of Estonian economy in which design is most involved and on everyday basis. In Estonian, high resilience and tenancy is certainly a feature in the design community, past and present. Things will be made even if I have to procure a strange material in a strange way to do it. Another feature is engaging with and pushing against deeply absorbed history and tradition, wrestling with it either comfortably or not, a willingness to experiment. So fashion accessories examples: felt slippers, popular in Japan also, leather bags, ceramics, all experiments with ceramics, with porcelain and concrete. The number of independent designers is growing in different fields of textiles, jewelry, ceramics, leather. Besides using new technological possibilities, they carry a strong local tradition of applied art and handicraft. Here is one example of sustainable design: red straws, ecological, timeless and long-lasting furnishing based on fairly traded materials, inspired by quality, craftsmanship, and relying on a normal sensibility. Felt cushions, a chicken, a collapsible chair, collapsible shelf. Estonian designers share a common denominator: a clear connection with the material world inspired by functionality. Estonians are very pragmatical in this means. Furniture examples, lighting, and also a lot of goods for children. And we are also organizing competition for children. And some industrial design examples which have got fame all over the world. Smart click and grow, and also objects for harbors, and also post of 21st century. Architecture can be a window to the country's past, present and future. Estonia is a must-see destination to anyone interested in European heritage, as Tallinn Old Town is one of the best preserved medieval cities in Europe and listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The historic buildings sit side by side with the bold and modern architecture, which has always been flexible and quick to adapt to the new. And there are several prefabricated small houses designed and produced in Estonia. One is this mirror house, and other is a smart house called Koda, which you can move to a new location in less than 1 day. And service design. Public sector is the biggest client for design, especially in service development processes. In cooperation with public sector and professional design organization, the basis design policy have been established in 2002. The government created an innovation team in 2018 to make Estonian public services more user-friendly and people-orientated in cooperation with ministries and sub-agencies. And what about our international exhibitions and export? Our association strives to boost cultural exchanges and present the achievements of Estonia as a rapidly developing design country through foreign exhibitions and pop-up shops. In doing so, the association creates network opportunities for Estonian product designers and production companies who want to reach the international arena. We have been in more than 20 countries. But what are the main export articles? Fashion accessories, leather bags, wallets, felt slippers, jewelry, scarves, fashion, ceramics, furniture, lighting, graphic product for children. Here you will see exhibitions from all over the world: Vienna, Milan, London, Brussels, Paris, Venice, Marseille. But now I will introduce Design Estonia, which was a brand made especially for Japan. We visited in 2018 interior fair, lifestyle living fair in Tokyo, and also made a pop-up shop in Yokohama. We presented more than 30 Estonian designers makers, and we were quite surprised to get so good and positive feedback. The only obstacle is, of course, the customs and the laws, which doesn't make export very easy. And several Japanese journals have been made stories about Estonian design and lifestyle, and you can read in Japanese. And our design festival is already 16 years old. Every September, we can host also Japanese companies or Japanese designers. And one important point, as the future of design is upcycling and sustainable design, Estonian makers are very environmentally conscious, and they make as much as possible local materials or recycle. And we have made such collection called Second Chance. We want to make a traveling exhibition with products which have second life. Here you see brushes made from Soviet email pots collected from scrap yards, or all kind of textile leftovers, or woolen Soviet blankets made for new coats. And here is also jewelry from broken Toyota glass, or jewelry from charcoal. And one American journalist, Michael Dumiak, have made a book called Woods and the Sea, Estonian Design and the Virtual Frontier. And this will give you overview about Estonian designers, not so much Estonian design, but about the designers. Arigato, and we'll be glad to cooperate with Japanese companies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ilona. How many wonderful designs and pieces. We have really so much creativity in Estonia. Tell me, how do you see the cooperation between Japan and our creative industry happening?
Thank you. I should say that we already have some representatives of Estonian design in Japan. They are really felt in love with our creativity, and they try to distribute some of our products there already. But as we are a non-profit organization, we are exporting also culture, not only nice design products. So there could be several options, and we have done it with other countries also. We exchange, for instance, the location of exhibitions. For instance, we propose some nice place for Japan design here in Tallinn, and vice versa. We expect to have something back in Japan, to a place where you can show our things, and also pop-up shop. And of course, we are trying to find buyers. We are trying to find distributors. We are trying to find partners. So as we are a cultural organization, it gives so many other options to cooperate. It's not business, because we are not business people. We want to have, of course, money to invest in cultural projects, but we would like to have a partner who admire culture, and who wants to cooperate. I know projects where Estonian and, not Estonian, Japanese designers co-work with other foreign designers and get very good results. Yes, there are very many different attitudes in designing things also. So we want to combine business with culture, and having a good partner which is willing to cooperate with us.
I very much hope that this will happen between Estonia and Japan.
Yeah, we hope also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Electronics is also another strong sector in Estonia. Many global manufacturing companies are using Estonian-made components. For example, Norma manufactures components for security systems for automobiles, and they are supplying components to Volkswagen Group and Tesla. Skeleton Technologies, that develops and manufactures supercapacitors, has built a factory in Germany and has been supplying products to customers since 2017. Here to share insight to what Estonian electronics have to offer is Mr. Arno Kolk, Managing Director of Estonian Electronics Industries Association, a voluntary non-profit organization whose primary objective is to promote cooperation between member companies, schools and public sector to to increase competitiveness of Estonian electronics industry. Their member companies cover all aspects of the electronic industry value chain. They are a single point of contact for potential customers, suppliers, partners, and investors.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor to present Estonian electronics industry. My name is Arno Kolk and I'm the Managing Director of the Estonian Electronics Industries Association. Let's start with Estonia. It's a small country but has very strategic location. We are located in the middle of Northern Europe on strategic trade routes, and we are known for having digital society. We have digital infrastructure in place, has been tested even by foreign hostile attacks. We have digital public services and digital literacy is high. So we can say that our people and our companies are digital natives. We have high education and literacy level. Our students have been receiving the first prizes on PISA tests for several years. So it's a high-tech place in Europe. Our electronics industry is also old and has long traditions. The first telephone factory was built here already in 1907, which is more than 100 years ago. Radio sets were produced in 1920s when they were becoming popular around Europe. And during the Soviet times, also our electronics industry was very strong and powerful. Of course, it was geared towards the Soviet market, and when that collapsed, so did the industry, and we had to rebuild it completely in the 1990s. So today we have world-class electronics value chain in place here in Estonia. We have universities and technical schools. We have component, equipment and consumable suppliers. We have a network of EMS companies and engineering firms and suppliers for PCBs, metal and plastic parts. So we can build all sorts of electronic products here in Estonia. What do we have today? We have a small and powerful electronics sector here, which gives 23% of Estonian industrial export, which is roughly 12,000 people and 2 billion turnover. It's quite a lot for a small country of just 1.3 million people. And we are focusing mostly on very demanding segments here: telecom infrastructure, industrial electronics, automotive electronics, medical, railway, aerospace, defense and security, and so on. Basically sectors where the quality matters, confidentiality matters, and keeping the promises is a key. Likewise, we're doing the high-end hi-fi equipment, for example, as you can see in a picture. And we have some component manufacturing here as well in Estonia. We have over 250 companies in our sector. Some big names which everybody knows, like Ericsson and ABB, some smaller regional players, some small local players, design houses with just 1-2 people, and all of them are mostly working for export, because really the local market is rather small here. So we have to really export from day one. We have no chance to practice on local market first and then go global. We keep investing in the future. Even during the COVID crisis, our companies were expanding the factories, opening new manufacturing lines, new distribution centers for components and materials, and most importantly, we invest into people. We keep attracting young talent to our electronics industry. We promote the industrial careers among students, and we really managed to increase popularity of electronics as the study subject at the university. And we keep doing it year on year. So what trends could we see last year? It was really a year of COVID everywhere, but as mentioned, investments here continued. And we saw really big demand here, fueled by the 5G networks, the green transition, because really all the green technologies require electronics. We see digitalization in all sectors, both for products and for processes in all companies. And we also see the trend of reshoring and nearshoring, whereby companies really want to have their suppliers at least in the same region. So for European customers, we see a lot of increasing demand. Of course, we were facing supply chain challenges. There were lockdowns which were causing disturbances. We saw increased freight cost, and that also fueled the demand for local manufacturing and local engineering. But we were able to quickly respond and recover, so that the turnover last year didn't really drop at all. We kept the 19 figures. We have very strong EMS segment here in Estonia, which already started in 1970s, so it's over 50 years of history. The first Western EMS arrived in 1992, right after we regained our independence, building mobile phones, board assemblies, telecom infrastructure, and other products. And today we have over 20 EMS companies here offering the full range of services, from design to manufacturing to after sales. World-class factory network, embracing all the modern practices like Lean, Six Sigma, really digital processes. So we work with global customers who are very demanding. Our association has 73 members today, and we cover all aspects of our industry value chain, from R&D to engineering to product development, component and consumable supplies, manufacturing, tools and maintenance, after sales, recycling, HR, education and training. So our association acts as a single point of contact for potential customers, suppliers, partners and investors. So whenever you want to contact electronics industry in Estonia, please give us a call, send us an email, and we'll find you the right partner right here in Estonia. And we are also acting as interface towards government authorities and other organizations, so we can help you to find the right partner there as well. We have very good understanding of all the packages available for support and investment promotion. So what can we offer here from Estonia? We can offer world-class manufacturing services for professional segments, where the quality matters, where keeping the promises is important, and where even the small projects are very, very important. We can offer engineering services and after-sales services for our customers, because today all other sectors also need electronics, and not necessarily being able to do it in-house. So companies who want to make their product smart and connected, they need engineering support before they can start the manufacturing. And we can do that. Our engineering companies are working with global customers, including some Japanese companies as well, and have been really proving that with small teams we can do big projects. On the latest news, our companies are building the camera for NASA moon mission, which will land on the moon and take pictures of the moonscapes. It's a very demanding application, and we have done it. We can offer electronics and IT for other industries, so basically we can add brains and connectivity to everything. Nowadays it's difficult to sell a product which is not smart and connected, which doesn't have apps to control it, and that's what we have been doing for years here. And we have here a perfect test site. We have a small and dynamic country here. People are eager to try new things, new processes, new gadgets. So you can use Estonia as test site for your new products and services. We have a small country, so we have no choice to be fast, agile and resilient. We have faced many challenges during our history, and we have learned to overcome the challenges and turn them into opportunities. That was my brief overview of Estonian electronics industry. Thank you very much for attention. Arigato gozaimasu.
Thank you, Arno. It really seems that the electronics industry is thriving with so many smart products and solutions. I have some additional questions for you, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
What are the main markets? What are important for electronics industry?
Well, for most countries, the neighbors, of course, are the key markets always. And so for us also, Finland and Sweden are among the top 3 key markets. However, for past several years, number 1 market for us has been the United States, thanks to telecom infrastructure, postal delivery robots, thermal cameras, and many other products. So we are not only delivering next door, we're delivering globally.
And next to Japan.
Yes, indeed. We're also selling to Japan some engineering services. And recently, Marubeni Corporation has signed the agreement with Estonian supercapacitor vendor Skeleton Technologies to distribute their products for Japanese and Asian automotive markets.
Are there any Japanese companies present in the Estonian electronics market?
There are, but very few. There is Oshino Lamp here in Estonia, which is developing and producing the lighting solutions for luxury cars. So all the big names in high-end cars have some lights in the interior made in Estonia. And as mentioned, Skeleton Technologies, supercapacitor provider, is now also partially owned by the Japanese Marubeni Corporation, so we can count that as well. But there is certainly room for more, and we are inviting all the Japanese businesses to come to Estonia, to see the place and see what we can do here together. For example, there is a shortage of components nowadays on the global markets, and everybody is investing into new manufacturing plants to build electronic components. Why not have one here in Estonia to cover European markets?
Really? Why not? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Estonia's food and tourism attract many people from all over the world, even during the COVID-19 pandemic. Estonia has been exporting daily products to Japan since 2015. Even during the pandemic, the demand from Japan was not decreased because of the trusted partnership and high quality of Estonian products in this sector. To talk more about Estonian food, I would like to welcome Ms. Kadi Raudsepp, Head of Export and Market Development Bureau at the Ministry of Rural Affairs, which covers the planning and implementation of rural policy, agricultural policy, the trade policy of agricultural products, and fishing industry of the fisheries policy in Estonia.
Hello, dear guests. I'm very glad to be here today. My name is Kadi Raudsepp, and I'm the head of Export and Market Development Bureau at the Ministry of Rural Affairs. I've had the chance to work with Estonian food for over 15 years now, and it's been a very interesting time, and it's definitely a very intriguing and interesting field. But before I go to the facts and figures of Estonian food and food industry, I'd like to take you on a small walk in Estonian nature with our well-known chef Peeter Pihel. So as you saw from the video, the forests, fields and the sea have kept Estonians well fed throughout our history, and the 4 distinct seasons have provided a variety of seasonal ingredients and food preparation methods, and have definitely inspired our chefs and food industry professionals as well. So when we look at our food production history, we see that there has been a great focus on the quality of the raw material, and if you have a great quality raw material, you can produce high quality products as well. When we look at Estonia's food production history, we see that there are great traditions in the dairy industry, and milk has even been called a white gold of Estonia. And today we can say that our milk is 100% antibiotic free, which is of course a great raw material for the whole our dairy industry. But we also have great conditions for producing high quality meat, grain, and also we have a long coastline and long traditions in the fisheries industry as well. And our industry uses modern technology, making production and logistics as efficient, automated, sanitary as possible, with minimum environmental impact. When we look at our export figures of our food products, we see that most of our products are exported to the European Union market, and 30% of our products are exported to the third countries' markets. And our main export articles are dairy products, grain, fish and fish products, meat and meat products, and spirit drinks. And our companies are constantly looking for new market opportunities. And if you look at the figures, you see that in 2020, Estonian companies exported their products to 119 countries. And if we look at the trade figures with Japan, we see that in 2020, our top export articles to Japan were milk and dairy, fish and fish products, yeasts, snacks, and chocolates. And the top 3 import products to Estonia were cocoa beans, cocoa paste, and cocoa powder. And as I mentioned before, our companies are constantly looking for new export opportunities. And considering the Japanese markets, I would bring out the list of products you see here that that would be looking at the export opportunities on the Japanese market. And those are dairy products, fish and fish products, meat, chocolates, sweets, honey, craft beer, craft cider, snacks, mineral water, and yeasts. So good relations and cooperation with Japan have been always important to Estonia. And on the pictures you see our former Minister of Rural Affairs greeting Japanese Vice Minister Mr. Isozaki. And we really hope that in the future we find even more cooperation possibilities, both between the companies and also between the state institutions as well. And if you have any further questions, you're very welcome to write to me or my colleagues, and you find my contact details on the slide here above. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Kadi, for giving us a small taste of Estonia. Tell me, whom should I contact if I want to know more about Estonian food companies or farming companies?
Yes, I think the first best contact would be our sector organizations, either the Food Industry Association or Estonian Chamber of Agriculture or Commerce. Or if you're interested in organic products, then Organic Estonia would be the first organization to contact.
Tell me, how flexible are Estonian companies when it comes to adjusting their products for the target market?
I would say that Estonian companies are very flexible because many of our companies are not that big, but they're very into product development, and I would say that they're very flexible and ready to adjust their products and talk to their cooperation partner and work out the best solutions they can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In today's world, Estonia is a very rare sight. fact. Its enormous amount of free space and abundant nature has very little human influence. We have a rich historical culture, a clean environment, and a strong commitment to staying local. With well-preserved knowledge of traditional harvesting and a fast-growing interest in continuing the necessity behind organic farming, it's the harmony of that spirit, together with nature's bounty, that will see an even better and thriving Estonia. As an organic country, Estonia has unique prerequisites and opportunities to reach foreign markets, as a result of which rural and agricultural activities are gaining momentum. A cleaner environment also means better health for our human and animal populations, resulting in the need for less resources to cure disease and more for improving the well-being, better quality and longevity of our people. I am very happy to invite Ms. Krista Kulderknup, Manager of Organic Estonia, to stage.
Hello, I'm Krista Kulderknup from Organic Estonia, and I'm happy to introduce you Estonia, who is smart and organic. Even if we lived here in this area 10,000 years, it's organic farming, which is controlled and certified, is only 30 years. Our area is 35,000 square kilometers. 51% of this territory is covered by forest, and 1 million hectares is of agriculture area. 33% of Estonia is certified as an organic farming land. So we have a space, we have bioresources to create innovative and high-quality products for food and for cosmetic sectors. So 33% of our territory is potential organic collection area. We're using a European eco-label, and we also control everything what we're doing in here on the products. So strict control measured by 2 separate government bodies. And we know these products which are controlled by these labels. Organic agriculture area is grown by year. So it's getting popular in here, and we know what the customers need. In Estonia is covered organic fields and organic forests. So where we collect our collect the raw materials for our products. To monitoring this area and to get to know where are these locations are, we are using Estonian organic map. You can see on the map collection area, which are made by green color, and agriculture area, which are orange color. And also to show how clean our environment, because it's important, you can see also the big factories. To give more power for this sector, Estonian government adopted organic economy program. The aim of this program is to turn the organic economy into a significant branch of economy and export. Increase the export of value-added products of Estonian companies and create the jobs in a countryside. The goal of Organic Estonia is to develop organic culture and also our economy. The biggest goals are to reach 51% of organic area and to increase organic and natural product export till 500 million. So the result of the Estonia is a holistic way. So we will get also to increase this sector, clean water, clean air, human health, and we keep live our local culture and traditions. Organic economy program is include different sectors like wood and bioresource sector, organic farming, catering, pharmacy and cosmetic, eco and health tourism, eco-textile and wood. So, and all these sectors should have strong innovation, education and resources to get every time better and better results and guarantee for the products. Organic Estonia is an umbrella organization that serves as a B2B platform for organic companies, bringing together providers of certified and natural products of Estonia of purpose of joint marketing and export. We have 55 members, the members of Organic Estonia, organic economic companies whose businesses activities are follow a sustainable, organic, green mentality and environmentally friendly business practices that create products, services and high added value products. What we do? We present Organic Estonia companies abroad through the joint marketing portfolio. We consult and provide advices to international companies for finding organic farmers, natural producers and partners in Estonia. We facilitate and develop new products and services that have higher value and export potential. We organize joint marketing campaigns for Estonian companies in retail chain abroad. Now I'm introducing you a little bit the collaborative marketing platform. All our members, I can show here their company portfolio and also the products what they offer to the export market. So you can see different categories: organic food, organic beverages, natural cosmetic, animal feed, cleaning supplies, and fertilizers. So it's not full of our product list. Every year, actually every month, is coming some new and interesting and innovative products. For example, you can find maybe someday products by barks, and the most popular products, for example, is birch sap. In Estonia, we have 1 million birch trees, so we have enough juice to offer it to the export market as well. We have lots of and different interesting mud products. So please come and see our catalog. We also have experiences in Japanese market. Some years ago, we had a chance to arrange the pop-up test selling in different supermarkets. So the first products has been honey, chocolate, and tea. This year, in spring, we're planning to do test selling in a department store, a natural beauty week, and we're offering and presenting the 3 different cosmetic brands. Our companies and organic Estonian organic members are selling already in 29 of different countries. So we have experiences, we know what customers nowadays need, we know the trends, how to be attractive, and we have innovative products. Welcome to see Organic Estonia as a country. Welcome to see our portfolio, and let's make business together. Thank you.
Thank you, Krista. I understand that being organic is a lifestyle that you carry with you every day, even in the smallest of actions. I have a question for you. What type of innovative products do you want to show to Japanese people and market?
Every day is companies are creating some new products. I think that what I also mentioned on my presentation, that birch sap is something what we can offer to the export market. We should try it because it's really healthy as well. And I think that box factory is something what is started to develop probably everywhere, because we need a protein, maybe different ways. And this is really innovative and sustainable business version. And if we can get from there really interesting different snacks or breakfast series, so we can try this. I think they are healthy and also produced sustainably.
This seems something that I would even like to try. Can you tell me a bit, how does Organic Estonia operate? What is different in a way for you, for the companies?
In Estonia, we have lots of middle size of companies who are really like to offer their products to the export markets. But if they are going abroad alone, then the investments are quite big. So we offer a platform to go to the export market together. So as I on the presentation also showed that we're offering marketing activities, common marketing activities in export market, and we can show different companies, different products together, which help easily to enter to the market. And I hope that this is like a little small barrier to enter the export markets for these companies. And we really support them. We're helping them to arrange also different documentations there, and we help. We try to make as help as possible to enter to the market, but together. Because if they are already in some retail stores or e-platforms, if we are together, we also like to offer the different marketing campaigns together or different events. So this is like, I think, cost efficient, and we have together more power to show Estonia organic and natural products.
Like a big umbrella.
Like a big umbrella, yes.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you.
Traditional Estonian products are very popular in Japan. Estonian wooden houses have been exported to the Japanese markets for many years. The quality of Estonian wooden houses are well recognized in Europe, North America, and Asia. As COVID-19 pandemic made more people to decide to move to the countryside for the better quality of life surrounded by nature, then Estonian log houses are the best solution, as we know how to live in the nature. I will give the stage now to our last speaker, Mr. Lauri Kivil, who is the Managing Director of the Estonian Woodhouse Association.
Building has traditionally been a local business. But with nowadays technologies, we've seen that it's going global. Using lightweight materials as wood, producing houses in the factory conditions allows us to produce your house on the other side of the world. Estonia has been #1 wooden houses exporter for more than 10 years. And our main clients are in Scandinavia. And those clients from Norway, from Sweden, from Finland, also from Central Europe countries as Germany, United Kingdom, they are expecting really high standards from us, often higher than from local producers. And they believe that we have succeeded in that, fulfilling their expectations. Because of that, we've produced thousands of public buildings, thousands of kindergartens, schools, partnered buildings, also residential buildings, single-family houses. You can find our houses from all over Europe and from all over the world. And I believe that the best example that we have fulfilled our clients' really difficult expectations is the building from Bergen, the tallest wooden building in the world in 2015. All these modules for that building were made in Estonia. I'm glad that Japan is also one of our main export markets. It's not the first one, but it's still in our top 10 export countries. Some years it has been lower, some years it has been higher, but it's still really important. And it's interesting to see that wooden houses export from Estonia to Japan is often higher than wooden houses export from Estonia, for example, to Italy or to Spain, to those countries which are much more closer to us compared with Japan. So it means that the distance doesn't matter. We can produce houses on the other side of the world. I'm really glad that there are many clients in Japan who already have Estonian wooden houses, garden houses, single-family houses. And I believe the collaboration has been successful because we both understand that future challenges are environmental challenges. It means that we should use renewable energy. But in construction, it means that we also should use renewable materials. And in construction, it means that we should build more with wood. I believe we share the common knowledge in these environmental challenges. We've done thousands of buildings from wood to all over the world. And Japan is planning to build a wooden skyscraper taller than 340 meters. We think similar. We should use more wood. In Estonia, we have 140 companies who are producing wooden houses in the factory conditions. And all these companies are ready to collaborate with you. We offer flexibility. We offer Scandinavian quality. We offer also good price without cutting back on quality. So you're very welcome to visit our webpage www.woodhouse.ee. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauri. It seems that wooden houses are really a key to a sustainable future. Can you tell me what are your main products and which type of products do you want to export from Estonia to Japan?
Yes, our main products are actually timber frame modular buildings, school buildings, kindergartens, apartment buildings. But I believe that best products export from Estonia to Japan are machined log buildings, log houses. And because of that, it doesn't need assembly team to be sent from Estonia to Japan. So customer who orders a machined log building or garden house, garden shed, garage, they can assemble it by themselves. So I think it's the best product to export from Estonia to Japan.
And if we talk about volumes, then how big orders can you handle?
If we're talking about generally building from wood and then timber construction in Estonia, then we can handle, I think, really big orders, up to 100 million euros valued developments. But if you're talking about garden houses or machined log buildings, then in Estonia we have two practically biggest garden houses manufacturers in European Union. So those companies, their annual turnover is more than 50 million euros. So I think these orders to garden buildings or machined log houses, they can be quite big.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It seems that we have come to the end of our overview of what Estonia has to offer. I hope you enjoyed our time together, learned a thing or two, I know I did, and got some new ideas for doing business with Estonian companies. Hoping that you will be able to visit our small and lovable country here in the north of Europe very soon. Until that, stay safe and in good spirit.